The birth of the State of Israel stands as a testament to the unwavering spirit of a people yearning for a homeland, a sanctuary where they could rebuild their lives and safeguard their future. It was a moment brimming with hope and triumph, as the Jewish people finally realized their dream of independence. However, this historic event is far from a closed chapter, for the story of Israel remains entangled in a web of unresolved complexities and lingering tensions. The birth of Israel represents more than just the establishment of a nation. It represents the resilience of a people who had endured centuries of persecution and displacement. Yet, as the dawn of Israel emerged, so did a conflict that has persisted to this day, the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. This unresolved tale evokes a mixture of emotions, heartbreak, frustration, and a relentless longing for peace. In this emotional journey through time, we explore the historical context, the struggles faced during the fight for independence, and the ongoing consequences that continue to shape the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Join us as we delve into the intricate layers of this story that, despite the passage of time, remains hauntingly unresolved. Historical context. In the annals of history, the birth of the State of Israel emerges as a defining moment, a chapter etched with profound emotions and a quest for identity. To truly understand this pivotal event, we must delve into the historical context that shaped its formation. Amidst the ashes of World War I and the collapse of empires, a glimmer of hope emerged for the Jewish people. The longing for a homeland burned brightly, fueled by the collective memory of persecution and the harrowing horrors of the Holocaust. Against this backdrop, the Zionist movement gained momentum, driven by an unwavering desire for self-determination. The geopolitical climate of the time cannot be overlooked, a world in flux, with shifting borders and realignments of power. It was within this intricate tapestry that the British Mandate in Palestine took shape, and the Balfour Declaration provided a glimmer of recognition for the Jewish people's aspirations. The historical context surrounding the birth of the State of Israel sets the stage for the emotions that would follow, the dreams, struggles, and the relentless pursuit of a homeland that would resonate for generations to come. The struggle for independence. The birth of the State of Israel stands as a testament to the unwavering determination and sacrifice of the Zionist pioneers. The journey towards independence was a tumultuous and emotionally charged struggle, marked by immense challenges and profound resilience. The struggle for independence was a battle waged on multiple fronts: physical, emotional, and ideological. Against all odds, the Zionist pioneers forged ahead, driven by an unyielding belief in the right to self-determination and a longing for a place to call home. They faced countless obstacles along the way. From harsh landscapes to hostile adversaries, the path to independence was fraught with danger and sacrifice. The pioneers endured hardships unimaginable, leaving behind their familiar lives and venturing into the unknown. But it was not just physical challenges that they faced. Emotionally, the pioneers carried the weight of history on their shoulders. The dream of returning to their ancestral homeland, where they could live free from persecution, fueled their determination. Their struggle embodied the hopes and dreams of generations, the yearning for safety, and the desire to build a future for themselves and their descendants. In the face of adversity, they found strength in their shared vision and unwavering commitment. The struggle for independence became a rallying cry, a testament to the indomitable spirit of a people who refused to be silenced. The pioneers' sacrifices cannot be measured in mere words. They left behind their homes, their families, and their comfort to build a new nation from the ground up. They fought for every inch of land, for every breath of freedom, with courage and resilience that echoed through the generations. The struggle for independence was not without its losses. Lives were lost, families were torn apart, and scars were etched upon the hearts of those who fought. But amidst the pain and sorrow, there was also triumph. The birth of the State of Israel represented a beacon of hope, a testament to the resilience and unwavering spirit of a people who had long yearned for a place to call their own. The struggle for independence was a defining chapter in the story of Israel, a tale of determination, sacrifice, and unwavering belief. The emotional journey of the pioneers and their fight for a homeland shaped the destiny of a nation. Though the story of Israel remains unresolved, the legacy of the struggle for independence continues to inspire and remind us of the power of the human spirit in the face of adversity. Creation of the State of Israel. The creation of the State of Israel was a momentous event in the history of the Jewish people, a culmination of dreams, perseverance, and a relentless pursuit of self-determination. The emotional significance of this achievement reverberated throughout generations, forever shaping the identity of a nation. The creation of the State of Israel was more than just a political decision. It was the culmination of an arduous journey filled with hope, struggle, and unwavering determination. In 1947, the United Nations Partition Plan laid the groundwork for the establishment of a Jewish homeland, offering a glimmer of recognition and hope for a people scarred by centuries of persecution. On May 14, 1948, a moment etched in history, David Ben-Gurion, Israel's first prime minister, declared the establishment of the State of Israel. Tears of joy mingled with the weight of the past as Jewish communities worldwide celebrated this long-awaited achievement. For many, it was the fulfillment of a collective dream, a safe haven where they could live free from persecution. The emotional significance of the creation of Israel cannot be overstated. It represented the culmination of generations of longing and the restoration of a sense of belonging. It was a testament to the strength and resilience of a people who refused to be silenced or forgotten. Yet, amidst the jubilation, the creation of the State of Israel also marked the beginning of an unresolved story. The Declaration of Independence was met with hostility and rejection by neighboring countries, igniting a conflict that would shape the course of history, the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. The creation of the State of Israel was a momentous achievement, but it was also a catalyst for ongoing complexities and deep-rooted tensions. The unresolved consequences of this historic event continue to shape the lives of both Israelis and Palestinians, perpetuating a cycle of conflict and unfulfilled aspirations. The creation of the State of Israel was an emotional milestone, a testament to the undying spirit of a people who yearned for a place to call their own. It symbolized the triumph of hope over despair, of resilience over adversity. However, it also marked the beginning of a story that remains unresolved, with far-reaching consequences that persist to this day. The emotional significance of the creation of Israel continues to shape the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, reminding us of the need for understanding, empathy, and a relentless pursuit of peace. The unresolved legacy. The birth of the State of Israel was a moment of immense significance for the Jewish people, an achievement that held the promise of a bright and secure future. However, the story of Israel remains one of deep-rooted complexities and unresolved consequences that continue to shape the lives of millions. This unresolved legacy casts a long shadow on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, perpetuating a cycle of tensions, violence, and unfulfilled aspirations. The birth of the State of Israel brought about a series of unresolved consequences, leaving an indelible mark on the region and its people. The displacement of Palestinian communities and the ongoing refugee crisis stand as stark reminders of the human cost of this historical event. For Palestinians, the establishment of Israel meant the loss of homes, livelihoods, and a sense of belonging. Territorial disputes and the expansion of Israeli settlements in the occupied territories have further complicated the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. The unresolved legacy of the birth of Israel continues to fuel grievances, frustration, and a sense of injustice, leading to cycles of violence and impeding the path to peace. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict itself is a multifaceted issue, rooted in divergent narratives, historical grievances, and a struggle for recognition and legitimacy. The conflicting aspirations and claims of both Israelis and Palestinians have resulted in a protracted stalemate, with peace negotiations often derailed by mistrust, hardened positions, and the absence of a common vision for the future. The unresolved legacy of the birth of the State of Israel weighs heavily on the hearts of those impacted by the ongoing conflict. It represents a story of shattered dreams, unfulfilled promises, and a persistent yearning for justice and resolution. The emotional toll of this legacy is profound, affecting generations on both sides who long for a future free from fear, violence, and the limitations of an unresolved past. The birth of the State of Israel brought both hope and despair, a legacy that remains unresolved to this day. The consequences of this historical event continue to shape the lives of Israelis and Palestinians, perpetuating a cycle of conflict and unfulfilled aspirations. The emotional weight of this legacy calls for understanding, empathy, and a renewed commitment to finding a just and lasting resolution. Only through sincere dialogue, recognition of historical grievances, and a shared vision of peace can the story of Israel find a resolution and pave the way for a future where all people can live with dignity, security, and harmony. Lessons learned and moving forward. The birth of the State of Israel was a moment of immense significance, filled with hope and determination. Yet, the story remains unresolved, marked by ongoing complexities and a deep-rooted conflict. Amidst the challenges, there are valuable lessons to be learned, offering a glimmer of hope for a future of peace and resolution. The birth of the State of Israel offers important lessons for the present and the future. Looking back at the historical events that surrounded its creation, we find insights that can guide us towards a path of understanding, empathy, and ultimately, resolution. One crucial lesson is the importance of understanding historical context. The complexities of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict cannot be fully grasped without acknowledging the historical grievances and aspirations of both Israelis and Palestinians. Empathy and the ability to view multiple perspectives are essential for moving forward. Another lesson is the need for dialogue and compromise. The story of Israel reminds us of the power of conversation and negotiation in resolving deep-rooted conflicts. Only through open and honest dialogue can both sides find common ground and work towards a mutually acceptable solution. Recognizing the value of mutual recognition is also crucial. Building trust and acknowledging the legitimate aspirations and rights of all parties involved can lay the foundation for a just and lasting resolution. It requires moving beyond the narratives of victimhood and acknowledging the humanity and dignity of all individuals. Moving forward, there are potential solutions that can be explored, such as a two-state or a one-state solution. Each option comes with its own set of challenges, but it is through respectful discussions and a commitment to finding common ground that progress can be made. International involvement and diplomacy play a vital role in facilitating a peaceful resolution. The support and engagement of the international community are essential in mediating and guiding the process towards a just and lasting peace. The birth of the State of Israel reminds us of the interconnectedness of nations and the importance of collective efforts in achieving peace. In conclusion, the birth of the State of Israel is a story that remains emotionally charged and unresolved. However, within this ongoing narrative, there are lessons to be learned. By understanding historical context, engaging in dialogue, recognizing the rights and aspirations of all parties, and seeking international cooperation, we can pave the way for a future where peace and resolution can prevail. It is through these lessons that the story of Israel can find its long-awaited resolution, bringing healing and a brighter future for all. Conclusion. The birth of the State of Israel remains an emotionally charged and complex story, filled with triumphs, sacrifices, and ongoing conflicts. As we reach the conclusion of this journey, we are reminded of the deep-rooted complexities and the need for compassion, understanding, and a relentless pursuit of peace. The story of the birth of the State of Israel is one that resonates with emotions, leaving an indelible mark on the hearts and minds of people around the world. It is a story of hope, resilience, and unfulfilled dreams, a tale that continues to shape the lives of Israelis, Palestinians, and the global community. As we reflect on this unresolved story, we are confronted with the reality that there are no easy answers or quick resolutions. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict is deeply entrenched, spanning generations and fueled by historical grievances, territorial disputes, and competing narratives. However, amidst the complexity, there are glimmers of hope. Lessons learned from the past offer guidance for the future. Understanding the historical context, engaging in meaningful dialogue, and recognizing the humanity and rights of all individuals are essential steps towards finding a path to peace. The resolution of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict requires a collective effort from all stakeholders involved. It necessitates the commitment of both Israeli and Palestinian leadership, the support and engagement of the international community, and the voices of ordinary people striving for a just and peaceful future. It is essential to remember that behind the political rhetoric and geopolitical complexities lie the lives and aspirations of individuals, families torn apart, dreams shattered, and communities longing for security and stability. Their voices must be heard and their needs addressed. In this conclusion, we acknowledge that the story of the birth of the State of Israel remains unresolved. However, we remain hopeful that with empathy, dialogue, and a shared commitment to peace, a resolution can be found. The emotional weight of this story demands that we strive for a future where all people, Israelis and Palestinians alike, can live in dignity, security, and harmony. As we navigate the path ahead, let us carry the lessons learned, the shared aspirations for peace, and the understanding that the resolution of this story requires a collective effort. It is through compassion, perseverance, and a relentless pursuit of peace that the story of the birth of the State of Israel can find its resolution, paving the way for a brighter future for all.